All right, this is why we're the best, folks. We called it yesterday. Deebo Samuel officially requests a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. There have been rumors swirling about all these wide receivers, all these crazy contracts, and it doesn't seem to be just about the money. There seems to be a lot of other stuff going along with this, and the fans did not help their situation. I'm going to break down everything going on, give you my 2 cents on the whole situation, but if you could first, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get these daily update videos, share this video with your friends. It really helps the channel out a lot. We are growing like crazy. All right, so all-pro wide receiver, wide back, whatever you want to call him, stud, Deebo Samuel has officially requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. There's been a lot of tensions building between the two sides. Some have said it's about the contract. Deebo, with all these contracts being handed out, the way he's being used, Deebo wants to be paid and paid handsomely, but that seems to be not the full story. The contract is easy, they said. The Niners have money, they have cap space. It's easy to figure out a number, to offer a number. Deebo is not wanting to get this done, and it's really, really interesting why. So this broke, Jeff Darlington broke this story talking about how Deebo has officially requested a trade. He wants to move on from the 49ers. This is huge. This team was just in the NFC Championship game. Deebo is an all-pro wide receiver, halfback, whatever. Probably shouldn't have been all-pro as a wide receiver. Should have been all-pro as a flex player. But yeah, really, really interesting stuff here. And it has to do with his usage, they're saying. So this is some really interesting stuff we pulled up here. So in his first 33 games with the Niners, only lined up in the backfield 2.1% of the time, wide receiver 72% of the time, slot the same. So tight and slot are about the same, but look at the drastic changes here. Drop from 72 to 53 and up from 2% to 2.1%. And he went from averaging 6.1 perceptions a game in his first 8 games of 2021 to 3.5 in the last 11, including the playoffs. Deebo wants to be a wide receiver. He does not want to be a running back / back usage. It makes perfect sense. Deebo wants to play a long career. He wants longevity. Running backs get one contract, maybe, and then they're done. The beat and toll of the NFL is way too much on people. Now, I don't know how many people hit Deebo because it seemed like every time he touched the ball, he was scoring a touchdown. But still, I get why he wants this. He wants to be a true wide receiver. He grew up being a wide receiver. He thinks he's an elite wide receiver. And let's be honest, Deebo's a pretty good wide receiver. He's not top 5, top 10, but he's probably around the top 10 area. He's a really good wide receiver. He doesn't run the best routes, but I'd want him on my team as a number 1 wide receiver. He's such a good weapon. Now, the problem is, like I said, the longevity is a concern. He's a much higher talent than a guy like Cordero Patterson, who's had to turn to the ultimate Swiss Army knife because he really isn't that lead of a wide receiver. I think Deebo is still young enough, still has a strong chance to be a top-tier wide receiver. Now, the money might be a little bit of an issue. How much money does he actually want? Does he want to get paid like he's the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL? Because that's just crazy talk here. But here's another interesting stuff. We talked about how he removed San Francisco from his socials. He is officially purged everything. Over 80 posts, now at 248. He went from 248 to 160, so over 80 posts dealing with the 49ers stuff, deleting them from all his socials. This is over. This thing is a burned bridge. Now, teams are in contact. There's a lot of teams interested. He was liking comments where guys said, the Jets were like, we'll take Deebo, and somebody said he ain't going to the Jets, and he liked that comment. So the Jets were a favorite. The Chiefs are now a favorite. The Chiefs have some money to spend. They can't spend the crazy money to get it, but if you add Deebo and you play him as an actual wide receiver, maybe he takes a little bit less money. You don't have to really pay him anything. I think he goes and plays for the Chiefs anyway under whatever contract he's currently got. I think this also has to do with the offensive situation at quarterback and San Francisco. There are some serious rumors swirling around that Trey Lance is a bust. Complete bust. I don't want to burn that bridge yet. He didn't show me anything crazy, but he's super hesitant. He doesn't throw the ball in practice like he needs to. Doesn't know how to layer a football to different levels through the defense. Does not have a gunslinger mentality. Hesitates with everything, and you cannot hesitate in the NFL. You just got to go. You pause for half a second, less than that, you're dead. So that's a big deal here. And I think this is going to last through the offseason. I don't think the Niners want to trade him. The draft is next week. It really percolates some things up there, and I do not think, let's just talk about this on the ITSEP. The fans have not helped their situation out with this whatsoever. When he originally moved the San Francisco stuff from his Twitter header or whatever, the fans lost it. Deebo has come out and spoke about this. He talked about how he dealt with racist, hateful comments, people calling him out and shit. What are you doing, fans? Stop being morons. Like, good God, I understand. If you want to bitch and complain about players to your friends, do it all you want. Bitch on message boards. Join fan groups. Do this. Don't tweet at somebody and say racist, hateful bullshit to somebody. There's no reason for that. That's unbelievable. You look like fools and clowns, and you wonder why guys don't want to play for your team anymore. Like, yeah, the guy removed his name. Okay, he's being a piece of shit. Whatever. You don't go say racist shit to somebody because, you know, you disagree with them because they're making money or some shit like that. It's so stupid. What are you doing? Like, yeah, okay, I get it. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm crazy about my teams too. I bitch to my dad about my teams all the time. But that's it. You don't go around doing this stuff, and it looks horrible on the fan base. Why would a player ever want to come back to if a fan base does some shit like that? Exactly. I'm already getting on my Minnesota Vikings fans that when Jefferson pulls this shit next year, don't say a goddamn word. Don't say anything. Just let it play out. Trust the people in your front office. The 49ers are a winning organization. They have really good front office structure. Let this stuff play out, but then you taint the water, poison the well, and now the guy is never playing for you again. I will be shocked if Deebo comes back to the Niners. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Where's he getting traded to? Who's acquiring Deebo? Is it going to be soon? Is it going to be late? What's going on here? Let me know in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.